Greetings and blessings and greetings. So this is another production from Talking Drums of Kesser Crown Heights. This is Bango Don Gowan Goodman. Of course, usually I go by the name of Dunzasi Goodman. I want to share something beautifully with you blessed souls tonight, that hopefully we'll be doing a live radio interview with a good brother in blood, spirit and soul, Laszlo Sontagh from California. And you too, blessed souls, if you want to participate, can join in. I'm going to give you a phone number that you can call in if you want to be part of this radio show, which will run about an hour, start at 9:30. But I suggest humbly to all of you that you chime in around 9:45. Now again, the call will be coming in to me. I'll start the interview with Laszlo at about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's because I'm in Kesser Crown Heights, Brooklyn, in Boiler Room, Brooklyn, where it's Baruch Hashem, praise it is the Most High. It's gotten a little cooler. But the phone number you can call in with is 347-237-4712. That's 347-237-4712. And one more time for Chazaka, 347-237-4712. Now, you didn't think, blessed souls, I was going to leave the video now and I'll give you a little Torah. I'll try to share a little Torah, and this is based on a teaching of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Nachman Schneerson, direct descent of Malchut Beit David Shlomo, the royal house of King David and Solomon. And I'm plucking out of a teaching from Tofshin Tet Zion, which is 5,716 years blazing and grazing into creation, which would have corresponded to the English date of 1956. And the Rebbe brings out an idea based on the beginning of this week's Torah portion, which is Parshas Ekev, which is the idea that the third word in this week's portion, blessed souls, is called Tishma'un. In Hebrew, we understand. In English, it means if you're going to hear or hearken to what the Mishpatim. Mishpatim are this category of mitzvot, commandments, blessed souls, which are intrinsic to healthy human consciousness. These are the precepts of the Torah, whether it be a portion of the 613 mitzvot given to Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, 3,322 years ago, Har Sinai, or the 7 Noahide commandments. But I want to focus on a point that the Rebbe focused on, and leave you with this note, and hopefully this will arouse you and inspire you to participate in tonight's interview on Laszlo Sontagh's radio show. So we see from the word Tishmon, if you will listen or hearken, that there are three general explanations which should be given for it. Number one, it means Tishma'un, or the root is Shema, to understand. Now we know sometimes we have discourse with each other, and we say sometimes, I see what you're saying, or I hear what you're saying. Well, really what the person is trying to communicate when they say, I see what you're saying, meaning a person can conceptualize the point you're trying to share with them, but they might not be able to elucidate what you're trying to share with them. But when I say to you, or a person says to you, I hear what you're saying, you can ask them, well, if you hear what I'm saying, can you explain what you're hearing? And usually when they can, that testifies to the fact that they really heard you, because hearing testifies to understanding, which relates to left brain thinking. The next understanding of the word Tishma'un, the root of the word is Shema, is the idea of asifa, of gathering in. Meaning, when we gather in from our understanding, are we going to put that understanding into practical action? The third understanding of Shema, of listening or hearing, and gathering in one's understanding to take practical action, is in fact to speak out what you understand. And this is a crucial point, blessed souls. And we're not saying one explanation of the word Tishma'un, in the root word Shema, here, one is more important, but they embellish each other. Just like we have a right side of our body, a left side of our body, and a center side. We don't want to be compromised on either one of the sides. We want them to work in unity and harmony. So there's all that of speaking things out also. I was once told by a very great teacher, he was a mashpia of mine for quite a long time, Rav David Vichman, Olav Shalom, that when you get stuck in a concept when learning Torah, involved in a meditation, something, you kind of, the awareness that you're trying to generate kind of gets congealed and you kind of feel stuck. Keep on speaking out what you understand, and don't be surprised, because you're using the faculty of speech, which is connected to the idea of your previous understanding. New ideas will spring forth, and new awareness will spring forth. And then you can see if you really have the true understanding, because you kind of uncongealed that conceptualization or awareness you just generated through speaking things out with yourself, by learning by yourself or learning with others. And again, go to others and speak it out. And that's the whole idea of what we're trying to do here. Hopefully tonight we'll accomplish that with that interview with Laszlo Sontagh. Again, you can call in at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, which you'll have to calculate where you are, wherever you are in the world. Blessed souls, at 347-237-4712. That's 347-237-4712. 347-237-4712. So this is Don Zussi Goodman saying, Ahav Echad, one love, Gorel Echad, one destiny, Babori Echad, and one creator, Lukolanu, for all of us, Badar Chinam Dar Shalom, in a peaceful, pleasant manner, because after all, that's what we need to have. As a means of being Kelim, vessels to receive Arya Shel Yehuda, the blind of Jew who will roar out Torah Chadashah, new dimensions of Torah that were never revealed in the creation, will be tremendous soul revelation for every nation in this blessed creation, Ofen Nitzchi, in an eternal way.